Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me on Let's Go Fishing. We're heading to the pond this morning, looking for some pre-spawn bass. Beautiful mid-March day, 70 some degrees today. Perfect day for pre-spawn bass fishing. So come along, I got some tips to share with you today that will increase your pre-spawn bass fishing in small waters such as ponds and creeks and things like that. So stay tuned. As far as pre-spawn spawn goes, this little cove back here is probably dynamite. The hard part is going to be fishing it. I have 15 yards of muck between me and the fish. But tell you what, the fish aren't telling me a whole lot. A lot of times the fish will tell you what they want. They'll, if you're using a little white spinnerbait, you might see them come swat at it, but they don't want it that bad. They just swipe at it. You change colors, make an adjustment, and then boom, you're on them. But I'm not getting a whole lot of feedback from the fish at the moment, other than either they're not here or they're not hungry. Hoping there's something back in that area. There it is. Okay, good fish. About time, y'all. Not bad. Pretty good looking fish. Pretty. Looks like, I don't know, I'm not good at telling. Possibly a male. Let's let him go back in there. So that fish, it's kind of what I thought would be happening. You know, I fished back there. That's kind of the deeper area of the pond. Doesn't get as much sun. Fish this area, no luck. This cove, and there's another cove over there. I mean, that's where they're going to spawn. There might be some spawn back there. But really, when you're talking about the primo spawning area of this pond, we're on it. caught him in the same spot I caught that last one. Let that spot take a break, and he was in there. Looks like a male. I don't see any eggs, but I think it's a male. Let's let him go. Gotta find his way out. Ooh, dead turtle. Look at this thing, guys. Dead turtle. Oh man, this sucks. Oh man, so flooded up. Hey guys, bonus tip number 6. Wear pants when you do this type of stuff. You don't want to come out here in shorts. Can't even see where I'm going. It's so thick through here. Yeah. All right, so I'm on the other side of that cove where I caught those 2 bass. Not really surprised that I can't fish it from here because it's so flooded up I can't get out there. Interesting, when I walked up here, you see all this little stuff in the water. I see a bunch of little minnows. Didn't see that on the other side. I think I'm right about this water is the warmest water in the pond. This is the area where the fish are going to congregate, and this is the area I can't fish. Man, that point right there, you can see it better on the other side, but it kind of goes out to a point and comes back around. That is probably a very good spot. Oh, more minnows. You see them? This is it. This is it. This is the hot area, guys. I'm trying to fish it best I can. Look at this. How am I supposed to cast with this? Look at this tree. It's like this tree was made specifically to eat your lures. Like God said, you know what, guys? These guys are gonna go out here and catch all these fish. Let's make a tree and make it 100 times more difficult than it should be. Forget it. Going this way. All right, guys. I know for certain there's bass in this area. I mean, I think this cove right here is the El Primo spawning cove. Problem is, look at this, the flood. Okay, I gotta stand this far back. It's hard to cast, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think there's any bass that far out there. Oh. I said that, as soon as I threw it out there, I got a hit. Missed them though. What I was going to say is I don't think there's that many bass out there. I think they're all kind of close up to the edge of the to that grass, but as soon as I came out of my mouth, I had a nice little hit on my spinnerbait. It's always worth checking it out, even if you don't think there's anything out there. So you guys can't see it, but I can actually see my bait in this water with my Polaris sunglasses, so I can actually watch it as I retrieve it. I'm keeping it high in the water column because it's so shallow. If a bass hits it, I'm gonna see it. There it is. Oh, it came out. Well, a bass hit it right off of the far weed line over there. Didn't feel like a real big one. Still would have liked to have caught it. I've upsized to a bigger spinnerbait so I can get it over here and cast into that far stuff. I think it's key. What I'm going to do with this thing is I'm going to retrieve it really fast. Fast enough that sometimes this guy is going to be coming out of the water making little popping sounds. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, well that experiment failed. Well guys, that experiment failed. Didn't catch anything. Doesn't seem the right bait. I'm chucking this thing halfway across the pond, and when it lands it sounds like a cannonball hitting the water. I don't think that's going to do it. So I think I'm going to switch back. But you know what, I'm not going to do anything right now. I'm going to walk around and see what the other side looks like. Might fish a worm. I might go back to spinnerbait. Stick with me.